Hey everyone, Rob Wise Guy 82 here. Happy new Comic Book Wednesday. This is going to be, we got an unboxing from Excalibur Comics Cards and Games. That's Excalibur CCG TV. It's Chris, Randy, and Buzz. They do the weekly video telling us what books to look out for. And they have some longer videos sometimes. It was a couple of weeks back. Sometimes their videos run 30 plus minutes. This one was a little bit longer. And seeing a couple people do it, they asked a question at the very end for people that stuck around, and the first one to answer, they said they were going to send something, and I happened to be that one. I forget what it was. It was something about Randy saying that he looks dreamy or something. It was something funny. But we're going to see what this is right now. I have no idea what to expect. So let's see what we got. Oh, wow, okay. What is this? Yep. Okay. Very cool, guys. I do have this. This is one of my favorites, so let's see. Alright. So this is awesome. East of West. #1. Well, this is the trade paperback. Very cool. I love this series. This is amazing. I've got a bunch of these. So thank you so much, guys. I always suggest this to people. So what I will do is this is gonna be an awesome gift. This is gonna get passed on. So I'm definitely gonna pass this forward. Thank you so much, guys. That was awesome. I appreciate it. So. Now, and if anybody is not subbed to them, like I said, every week they do awesome videos, so check them out. Got a crap ton of books here, way more than I was expecting. There was, for whatever reason, I missed, there's a bunch of books, they all had 2 different covers, and I just missed it, so couldn't pass them up. But starting off, I got a couple, Punisher, #1. Really excited about this, especially with Becky Cloonan. I've heard a lot of good things about her being on it. And then Steve Dillon, who did the awesome Garth Ennis Punisher run. And then Punisher and Daredevil, the mini, I'm going to give it a shot. See what's going on with this, because there's a couple of books I think I'm going to be passing up. Like Amazing Spider-Man really hasn't done anything for me unless something really changes. So that kind of sucks to be the first one that I started to pick up for any Amazing Spider-Man series. That's been it hasn't been my favorite. This is another one that I wasn't expecting to pick up. This is the Three Floyds Alpha King. This cover is just freaking gorgeous. And I know I got the camera set up like this, but I wanted to do the unboxing video. So, but these covers, man, this is just awesome. So I don't know how this is going to be, but I'm going to give it a shot. And this is another one that I didn't know about. This is Beast of Burden. What the Cat Dragged In. I love cats. Flip through it. It looks awesome. The art is great. Watercolor. But then this was another one right here. Evan Dorkin. Bones. And Rasa. R-A-S-A. Something like that. And then I'm going to see what's going on with this. This is another they had from Valiant. Divinity came out, I think it was last week or the week before. 4 issues. This is 4001 AD. This is going to be, I think, through their expanded universe. Another 4-issue mini. And then this right here is one that I didn't see both covers for. I don't know which one is which. Weavers, Cy Spurrier, who was doing Slash and Burn. That just ended. We got a new one from him. This looks really awesome. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but I have arachnophobia. That's my fear. My only fear. I've been bungee jumping. Snakes I'm good with. It's spiders that do me. As some of you have seen, I even got one in tribute for my fear. So my Black Widow. That was the when I was little. I was at camp. My dad lives in Houston. Obviously, you guys know that. This is the other cover. I think I was like 10 years old. I was at summer camp, and something was crawling on my leg. We were eating lunch at the picnic table. This right here is awesome. I'm excited about Lady Mechanica. This is going to be 2-issue mini. This is The Lost Boys of West Abbey. I grabbed both covers for this. And of course, you know, you have a hellacious glare. Sorry about that, guys, but if you check out these covers, man, they are just absolutely gorgeous. Awesome. And then there's one of our, this is the first time I've seen a male character on the cover. Very cool, very cool. So, you know, I feel something crawling on my leg, and, you know, I see this little spider, so I swished it off, and it rolled on the bench, and we saw the little red hourglass that was on its abdomen. So it was a freaking black widow that was crawling on me. So I'm 10 years old. All the kids are, oh my God, you almost died. If that would have bit you, oh, you'd have been dead. And that was it. Forget about it. From then on, terrified. So, yeah, I'm excited to find out what's going on with this Weavers here. I had to get it. I mean, that's just... And then, you know, you hear people when they're sleeping, they're crawling in and out of their orifices. That is terrifying. Come on. This right here is cool. Aftershock Genesis #1. So maybe this is going to be like a monthly, not necessarily like a previews, but maybe, well, yeah, like a previews, I guess, of, or just like updates. There's articles, I think, in here. But they've also got 2 exclusives, and this is $1, by the way, so that's really cool. 2 exclusive original stories, including one of them is called Alters. And then this also Black Eyed Kids that just had its first issue, which was awesome. And Jesse, I was finally able to get that issue you were talking about, or that variant cover, and I definitely got it for way less than he was asking for. He could not resist my charms. I wore him down. He couldn't take it, and he had to do it. But I got a couple of books. I got an awesome deal. So I'm really, really glad to be able to show that. But this has a little origin type story to it. I haven't read it yet, but so 2 original stories in this, and then there's a lot of other stuff in here. So this is really cool. And I really enjoyed this. Rough Riders. This is #2. We get introduced to Houdini. Really excited about that. He's one of my favorite historical characters. I love it. And then the other person I'm really excited about who's on the cover of the next issue is Annie Oakley. So that's awesome. This one right here I'm really interested in. This is Bruce Lee, The Dragon Rises #2. Now, what was so awesome about the first one especially is that Shannon Lee co-wrote with no. Beechin, I think it is. No, that doesn't sound right. Klein was the name, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look. But she's not on this, so I'm going to just have to see, you know, if it's really crazy different. But I loved how, because you could just tell that, you know, Joe Toomey was, you know, really one of Bruce Lee's students, how they brought in the dancing. He loved dancing. He was an amazing dancer. He loved it. He taught it. You know, them talking about Jeet Kune Do and how he came up with it, and it was just really cool to see these little aspects, these true little pieces of his life that, you know, unless you really, you know, are a Bruce Lee buff, that you might not know about. But this right here, guys, look at this cover. This is freaking gorgeous. Look at the dragon behind him. Ah, totally captures the essence of Bruce Lee. I love it. And then, so this is one that I didn't even see. So there's 2 more books that I wasn't expecting. This right here kind of helped balance it out a little bit. This is Devolution, Rick Remender, Jonathan Wayshak, Jordan Boyd. Rick Remender is the only name I know. This is #4. This is 5-issue mini. Been different, interesting. I've been liking it. I'm into it. One more, obviously. And then this right here, normally they do them for $6.99, but he gave it to me for cover price this time, so that was kind of cool. And that's just the black and white one, obviously. I think 1 in 10, maybe. Loving this. Claws. I'm calling it Claws. Ooh, look at that. Perfect timing. 10 minutes is coming up. This is number 8, I want to say. Come on, what the hell? Oh, Jesus. It's written right here huge. I was looking for the number 7. Very excited. This, hoping this is like a homage to the number 1 that had Warren on the cover. Really excited for this to pick up some steam again. I know a lot of people have kind of fallen off of this. This right here is going to be ending soon. This is Saints. That was another thing I didn't mention, but those were like most of my, up until Aftershock, were my number 1s. I didn't have anything that ended. Yeah, I didn't have anything that ended. Maybe I got a couple things that are on the bubble that I'll show. But this right here is about to end, I think, at issue 10. Saints, this has been this has been so good, guys. If anything, pick it up and trade when it comes out. It might come out in a cool big old collection. Modern day Saints, how they become who they are. Freaking awesome. This right here has been good. Really would like to get, it seems that this is kind of all over the place, because a lot of times we see just, there's like 5 or 6 main stories going on here, or like main characters, and some issues we see, almost like whole issues dedicated to one. So, horror, and then the game, it's just, there's a lot going on here. So I'm going to give it another read, but I love the artwork. Great story, I think, so far. So I'm going to stick with it. Survivors Club, this is number 8. Yep. And then this has been really, really good. Tom King. This is Sheriff of Babylon, number 8. Excuse me, number 6. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be 12 issues. I know he's got a lot on his plate right now. I hope this doesn't get rushed, because this has just been really, really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Great, gritty artwork. Fits it perfectly. A couple more. Unfollow. This has been really good. We're finally off of the island. So I'm really interested to see what happens now that all of our 100, and now, as we could see, 38 players, I guess you could say, now that they're back home, and they're I'm really excited to see what happens in their daily lives now once they're back home, because everybody may be looking to start killing each other. And then this was really good. This cover, man, holy crap! This cover is freaking fantastic. I don't know who does it. Mayhew, I've heard of that name. I don't know his first name, but Mayhew. This is gorgeous. Empress number 2, really excited about this. 7-issue mini. Already talks about movies and stuff. And then this was, I freaking love this book. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Jeff Lemire, Greg Smallwood, Jordi Belair. I love it. I love Lemire, man. He's killing it. And then these are the ones that these are on the bubble for sure. Oh, jeez, how did I miss this? Can't not get TMNT, number 57. Really cool. We got, there's our new character, Croc. I forget his name. But these right here, what I try to go by is, if I have a hard time remembering what happened in the issue before, maybe that says something. I mean, this right here has been, I know it's only 2 issues in, and I try to at least go 3. But we're gonna at least go 1 more with the Discipline. I want to see what happens with this. Got to be a point to it with certain books. It can't be gratuitous just for the sake of it. And then this right here, just like I said, hard time remembering, so I'm going to see what's going on with this, maybe go back a couple of issues. But my time is up, guys. Thank you so much, Chris, Randy, and Buzz, Excalibur CCG TV. Thank you guys so much. Peace, love, and comics. God bless. And may the 4th be with everybody. Peace, love, and comics.